Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and in this video we're going to go over Workhorse stock, but I'm also going to go over the SPY because there's a lot going on in the price action that you need to understand before splurging into a stock like Workhorse. So right now we're looking at the SPY today, down 1.48%. The biggest thing to mention on this chart is that today we tested support. And what support am I referring to? I can bring this trend line all the way back to 2018, and you can see from the bottom of this little downtrend that we had in 2018 all the way till now, we are treating this as a level of support. So this is a pretty big level of support because you can see, well, we were below this point, we were at a buy level and we were consistently trading below this point. However, now we are finally above, and now we are at a point where either this is going to break down and we are going to start to see a bear market in the short term, or we are seeing a test of support, and if we get confirmation that we are going to bounce off of support, that is going to be a great sign of strength for the market. And so right now there should be no real panic in the stock market just yet. We are still holding very key levels of support. And so right now I added in all of our SMAs, and so you can see right now today we got a test of our 50 SMA. And so you can see it coincides very nicely with this level of support. We tested it, we held, and then we clawed our way back. And so overall today, we actually had a ton of volume. We had a lot more people selling today, but this was a great level of support and very great news for the long-term outlook for the market. I personally believe that the stock market is going to have a melt up. We are going to continue to soar at these levels. You can see we were below this line for a very long time, and we just recently broke out here in April. And so I don't think this is going to be the end of the stock market run. I do think we are going to have one more explosive run here. I just think right now is the time where people are going to either get scared out of the market, they're either going to sell their positions, they're going to liquidate for the next crash. But usually when people think one thing, then the opposite thing happens. And so when I'm looking at the charts right now, absolutely no reason to panic. We are holding support. So again, I just want to show you guys the US 500, same thing. You can see we are on support. We tested today, we held it very nicely, tons of volume today. Overall, as long as we are above this 50 SMA, there should be no concerns with the stock. And so with that being said, we're going to look at Workhorse today. That was actually green today, and why that is a great sign of power in such a red market today. So the markets were a bloodbath for the general markets. The Dow was down almost 2%. NASDAQ was down almost 2%, S&P was down almost 2%. So today was a tough day, but Workhorse somehow squeezed the day off green. And so when we're looking at the price action, I have laid out a couple more trend lines here on this stock that are going to give us a better gauge on support and resistance. So the first one being this one right here. So this is our last level of support on this stock. So since this run up here in May of 2019, we have been tracking this pattern and this line for a while. You can see we tested as support here a whole bunch of times, broke down, came up, and then we came and got a back test here in June. And so right now we have a second line of support right here that again is the same trend line right here, just copy and pasted, but it fits very well. You can see we had resistance right here, we had support right here, and now we are actually trading below this point. So the next step here for Workhorse is to get above this line that coincides with about 1175. And so yes, we are below our 50 SMA and we are below support. So if you are looking at Workhorse, this can go two ways, and this is how you want to play it. So right now, if you are not in Workhorse stock, you want to wait and watch and see if we get our back test here of this level of resistance and we get rejected, then there is a great chance that we could get as low as this level of support. However, if we can break past this level of resistance and hold, then this was a great time to be loading up on Workhorse. So whenever you see a break of support, you want to have patience, because sometimes instead of buying here at 1089, when you can buy here at 7, the patience is going to pay off. However, if we do end up coming back here, buying at 1175 is not that much difference than buying at 1075. Yes, you are going to get it $1 more expensive, but you are going to be making a safer bet. And so instead of just buying here no man's land, you want to see where this price action leads to. The way I see it right now, the bulls are hanging very strong here on Workhorse. Even though the shorts continue to press this down, the markets were down today. However, the stock was green. So that shows you that although people are selling off in the market, people are holding strong here in Workhorse. And so overall, I expected to see a tough couple days after we broke down from our 50 SMA. And so the next point for us is to get back above this level of support. Once we get back above this point of support, I don't think we are going to go lower than this point. I do think that would be us setting higher lows if we can get back above this point. However, if we see a couple more down days, I'm going to be more confident that we will see the price action get back down here to around the $7.50 level. However, because of how much strength I saw in the stock today, I am going to predict that this happens first. We get back to this level, and so at this point at resistance, you are going to have to make a crucial call. If you are a Workhorse investor, you're either going to hold it out like I am for the short squeeze, or you are going to sell here, because if you get rejected at this line, chances are we are going to get price action to go lower in the short term. And so even though we're below all of our SMAs, I like Workhorse even at these prices, but as a trader's mindset, you want to be careful when you get in. And so if you can maximize your entry, patience is the name of the game here. You're either going to buy here at 750 or you're going to buy here at around 1175. So right now is just a waiting game to see how tomorrow plays out. Since we tested support on our overall markets, either tomorrow we are going to break down or we're going to hold support. And so tomorrow becomes a huge day for the overall markets, as well as little stocks like Workhorse that are going to have to capitalize on the momentum. And so I just quickly wanted to make a video on the overall market so you guys understand how I am viewing Workhorse stock right now. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. We are on the road to 10K subs, so if you made it to this point, feel free to hit that subscription button. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.